That's your blog.
It is my vlog. I'm here with the godfather of Evolve Health and Wellness, as I refer to him. This is Sam Creighton. Today, we're bench pressing. He's getting strong as heck. And we're doing sets of 5, working on bar speed. Sam, you got anything to say for the 6 people that'll see this video?
It's an explosive morning.
It's an explosive morning. You heard it here first.
So here we have a little bit of client training footage. Sam is training for strength, so we're really focused on improving the rate at which he's producing force. He's training in a lower rep range, and we really try hard not to go all the way to failure because that's actually counterproductive for strength adaptations. Sam is one of my favorite clients for a multitude of reasons, his work ethic being the least of them. He's actually a big reason as to why Evolve Health and Wellness has become what it is. For those of you who don't know, I own a chiropractic clinic with my wife. We offer massage therapy, acupuncture, rehab, personal training, lab testing, the whole 9 yards, because we think a comprehensive approach to healthcare gives people the best results. And Sam was the reason why we were able to secure a small business loan when we just had a broom closet in Gold's Gym. He believed in us. So we love Sam. Not to mention, the dude can crank out 8 chin-ups at the age of 67. Definitely setting the tone and setting a good example for the rest of us. So we're here at train station now. Got my first couple clients done, and now we're gonna do fasted cardio. So got a late start to the morning because I made my wife a French omelet, but it's well worth it. See you soon. So we're back training legs, and per usual, we're starting with a hamstring curl, prone hamstring curl here, getting really good blood flow. I wound up pushing the intensity really hard on my very last set, getting some partial reps, really getting blood into the hamstrings before I squatted. Now, I was listening to Lee Priest in an interview talking about how when he would train with Tom Platz, yeah, sometimes they'd squat really heavy, but then other times they do crazy stuff like 100 reps at 225. And feeling a little disenchanted about training legs today, I decided I was going to give it a shot. Now, I'm not so audacious as to think that I could actually do 100 reps unbroken, so I set the goal of doing 100 reps at 225 pounds in as few sets as possible. And so for the first set, I got 35, which is the only one I'm going to show because nobody wants to watch me squat for 5 minutes. After that, I got 25 reps, then 20 reps, and 20 reps. And I got to say, this was absolutely brutal, not just the pump, but on my cardiorespiratory system too. I was gassed between sets, and it took me about 3 to 5 minutes to recover, depending on the set. But it was a fun little challenge, and my legs were absolutely smoked after this. Didn't do any additional pressing for the rest of the workout. I was thinking about doing lunges or split squats, but honestly, my legs were giving out. I was just struggling to stand, so I figured that was probably good. I'm going to be taking probably 6 to 7 days rest before my next leg day because I want to be completely recovered, and I'm really going to try to move some heavy freaking weight on the hack squat. I do calves pretty much 3 to 4 times per week. I've been beating them up as often as I can, training to failure and beyond. And I wasn't blessed with great calves genetically, and they'll never be exceptional, but I've definitely been able to make marked improvements on them just through sheer force of will and tolerance for pain. Because man, when you really start pushing calf training, it feels like you've been caught in a bear trap. So if you're one of those people out there who's struggling with calves, what works for me, I'll alternate between lightweight metabolic work and then heavy weight, really trying to stick to that 8 to 12 rep range. But you have to do what works for you, and just keep grinding and trust the process, and it will improve with time. I'm a testament to that. Last hamstring exercise here, seated hamstring curls. I did 3 sets to failure here, nice slow tempo. And you can see I'm not necessarily going all the way down. This one's more about the stretch position. If you really want to emphasize the stretch position, you can lean forward and arch your low back, and that will really stretch the hamstrings where they attach to the pelvis. But for whatever reason, I connect with my hamstrings and feel them working a lot harder when I'm sitting back. So as always, just because something is anatomically perfect for training the stretch position doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work for you. So you have to experiment and figure out what feels the best for you and then run with that. There is no replacement for experimentation. And here we did 3 sets to failure of unilateral quad extensions. I try to set the seat pretty far back and really lean back and pull myself down into the seat to try to keep all of the tension on the quad and also try to get as deep of a stretch as I can. Obviously this quad machine is a little bit limited, so definitely more biased to the shortened position, but with my next exercise I kind of make up for that. But yeah, just push this one until the quad started burning, then did 10 more, and hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. This last one is a really cool body weight quad exercise, very similar to a sissy squat, but being on the floor like this, you can really get a heinous stretch on your quads, which I absolutely love. At the end of all of my workouts, I want to stretch my quads up as much as possible when they're full of blood. Psychologically, I just think it makes a difference when it comes to growth, and my legs have definitely grown these past few years, so there must be something to it. But yeah, if you haven't tried these, give them a try and you'll see. The more you lean back, the more you squeeze your glutes, the tougher this exercise is. It's a very short range of motion, but it's an absolutely brutal stretch, so I highly recommend that you give this one a try. Just make sure you're cautious and you don't go too low if you haven't done it before.
Head into Target. Gotta get some new bras for Carolyn because her bazongas are growing.
Oh my God.
That's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Had a really good leg day. And Carolyn's eating her last meal. I already ate. We're going to watch some Paradise and then up bright and early for fasted cardio tomorrow before my first client at 7 a.m. So we'll see you then.